Hello and welcome back to the Adventures of Dementia Man. I'm Heather.
I'm Mark.
And this month we're doing something a little bit different. As you know, one of the things that we like to do on this channel is talk about how living with dementia doesn't stop you doing fun stuff. So we thought we'd tell you about a trip that we went on yesterday.
Yep. And that was a trip to... I've forgotten that.
You've forgotten the name again.
I forgot the name again. Don't worry, keep going.
Flat Holm Island.
Flat Holm Island, yes. We've seen it many times from afar, but yesterday we were able to go actually onto the island, and it was a fantastic day. The weather was fantastic, and we had a guide, and she was brilliant, telling us all about what's happening or what happened basically over the years on the island. And we thought we'd let you know to see what you think what we've done.
So we're going to show you a couple of video clips and some photos. I'm not a very good videographer, so excuse the quality, but they'll give you an idea of what we got up to. So enjoy.
Crumbs we get around. We've got a day out today, going out to the island, which is called
Flat Holm.
Flat Holm, and it's a beautiful day. We've been lucky all week really with the weather, but this is a new one for us because we haven't been on Flat Holm ever, and we've seen it many times from where we've been and living around in this area, and it's just going to be fantastic, I would imagine.
So this is the view out across Cardiff Bay from the shore, and this is us just waiting to set sail.
Here I am, togged up with all the gear, waiting to go out onto the seas, and so I'm looking forward to that.
There's me as well. My life jacket on. They were very good at getting us fitted up in our life jackets. Oh, that's a nice one that somebody else took of us, isn't it?
Oh yes.
That's a good picture. So this is when we just started sailing out across the Cardiff Bay Lagoon. Cardiff Bay is a freshwater lagoon these days. That little church that you can see there is the Norwegian church. If you've heard of the writer Roald Dahl, who wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, then that is actually where he was originally christened as a baby. This is the Cardiff Bay Barrage, which holds the lock gates that keep the freshwater lagoon of Cardiff Bay separate from the saltwater sea of the Bristol Channel. You can walk over the barrage, and we've done it many times. It's just again another lovely walk. Yeah, it's interesting to see it from the seaside, and it's the first time we've been through the lock gates, and here are the lock gates. It's quite strange to be down inside. We've often been stopped at the road up above for the lock gates to open. So this video clip is quite interesting because this shows you the level of the water dropping within the lock gates to the level of the open sea outside. I think they said that they maintain the water in the Cardiff Bay Lagoon at 10 metres, and then the tidal area outside, the tide varies dramatically. It's the second highest tidal system in the world after Nova Scotia in Canada, although there's even some debate about whether it's now the top highest. But it was fascinating to be inside, and you can see the floating pontoon. If you look at the ladder on the left, you'll see the level of the water dropping. That was fun, wasn't it?
It was really interesting.
I think the gates are open and we're coming out on the other side. This was fun as well. I've never travelled on a boat out of Cardiff Bay, have you?
No, I don't think so.
No. Again, these are places that we've walked along. We've walked along all of those jetties, but seeing it from down below now. out of the lot we go. It was quite exciting, this, wasn't it?
It was, yes. The people who were sort of sorting this out, they did a fantastic job. Getting it going and things, didn't they?
Yeah, they told us all kinds of stuff which we probably could remember if we sat down and thought. But yeah, this is exciting, coming through the gates out of the harbour. Cardiff, of course, was a massive port, one of the biggest in the world 100 years ago, due to the coal trade.
Yes. My father worked for Clanline, and one of the big companies many years ago, and so I used to go down to that area quite a lot with him.
That big boat there was a dredger. Well, you're looking very happy in that one.
I am.
A bit wobbly.
It was brilliant. It was so funny.
See that the boat was bobbing up and down. It's a very blurry picture, that one. So this is just arriving at Flat Holm Island. Interesting, these rock formations, weren't they?
They are, yes.
This is up on the cliff top, obviously looking down. And then here we are actually at the top of the island. The island itself is very flat. You might assume that from the name Flat Holm. You like the little dog?
I did, yes. That dog is there to keep the rats away.
Yeah, there's no rats on Flat Holm Island, so it's a conservation dog that, as Mark says, comes from time to time to keep the island rat-free and any other pest-free. It's interesting, really. Never knew they did that.
Nope.
Obviously, it was a working dog, so we weren't allowed to play with it, unfortunately.
Indeed not, no.
Some of these shots are just to give you a general idea of what the island looks like and the Bristol Channel beyond. If you don't know where the Bristol Channel is, then we're talking about the extension of the River Severn that runs out into the Atlantic Ocean from the south of South Wales and the north coast of Somerset and Devon on the English side. So here's the lighthouse on Flat Holm, and all our lives really we've seen this lighthouse from the shore. It's viewed here from down in the Moncrief gun pit, built during the Victorian era in the 19th century, when at one point it was thought that possibly Napoleon III might come over and invade via Flat Holm Island. So it was very highly fortified at that time, and that was the gun pit that one of the guns was in. There's the lighthouse again, mainly to show you the lovely blue sky, which is not that common here in South Wales in October, is it?
No, indeed. Though it is warm today.
It is nice and warm today. Yes, I mean, that lighthouse is one of the things you can see from shore, wherever you are, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. And hear it as well.
Yes, that's right. Yes, yeah. For many years there was a foghorn from a foghorn station also on the island, and we remember as children, don't we, hearing the foghorn?
Yeah.
Now the other island there is called Steep Holm, again named by the Vikings, Flat Holm and Steep Holm, and Holm is spelled Holm, it's a Nordic Viking word. But Steep Holm, as you can see, is much steeper, we see them both all the time from Cardiff and the surrounding area, but interestingly, Flat Holm, where we were standing, is Welsh, it's part of Cardiff, and Steep Holm is English, so the border between the two countries runs right down the middle.
It does.
Quite a lot of little ruined huts around and about. There's been different settlements on the island from time to time. They said that they didn't know whether the Romans had ever been there. They hadn't found any evidence of the Romans. Of course, the Romans were on the mainland of South Wales and had quite important settlements there, didn't they?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Yeah, and then St Cadoc was there in the 6th century with his followers, and then the Vikings came, and they were the ones, as I said a little bit earlier, that gave it its name. This is obviously not Viking, but there's been various shepherds' huts and little cottages over the years, so it's quite interesting to see. Tiny though, really tiny. Although this tunnel I didn't go in because I get claustrophobic. You went down there.
I went straight down there. It was interesting to see. I mean, it is you think it was stone, but I don't think it was actually. I think it was. I think it was wood actually.
Oh, interesting.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
As I say, I didn't go in there. I met them on the other side. This was another interesting thing. This is the ruins of an isolation hospital that was built in 1896 because the port of Cardiff was getting so busy that people started to worry that there were people coming in from all over the world and whether they would be coming in bringing infectious diseases with them. Cholera was rife at the time, and Cardiff had already been through a massive cholera epidemic in the middle of the 19th century. So they built an isolation hospital here, and this is where anybody suspected of being unwell was basically incarcerated.
Yes.
Hopefully treated to see whether they'd make it or not.
Yes.
The building is ruined, and unfortunately the roof came in during COVID, so at the moment it's not possible to restore it. It would just be too expensive. There's another shot coming up here from a distance, so you see the overview. It's a nice shot, isn't it, out to sea?
Yes.
The island itself is only about 1 square mile, did they say?
Yes, it's not that big, is it?
Not very big at all. Lovely to be able to stand there though and look out to sea.
Yes. After all these years.
After all these years, yes. Yeah. Great view there of the beach and the water lapping on the shore.
Here we are again, and we are on Flat Holm by the sea. And it's a lovely day again, and we're just marvelling at all the sea here really. There's lots of volcanic stuff, there's loads of pebbles of course, so it's all and it's just such an interesting place, so I certainly recommend it if you want to come here.
Yeah, it's a closer view of the rocks. It's geologically very important, that beach, wasn't it?
Yes.
Can't really remember the technicalities of why my geology is not very good. But what you can see on the horizon, though, that's the city of Cardiff, the capital of Wales. And I looked up a bit earlier on because I wasn't sure, but Flat Holm is about 5 miles out to sea from Cardiff. It took us about 10 minutes on that fast boat.
Yes, it did, yeah.
It was amazing, that. Great fun. Yeah. Yeah, it's not just geology that's important on Flat Holm. There's also lots of rare species of flowers, toadstools or mushrooms. I'm not sure which those are. And yeah, lots of birds at different points of the year. During the summer there's a seagull colony. They'd gone by the time we got there, fortunately, because they're quite noisy. But there were lots of birds wintering there as well. Didn't manage to catch any of those on camera. Just another shot to give you an idea of what the island looks like. Oh, and if you can just see on those pictures, 2 little dots, those are the boats coming to get us from afar. They came over from Cardiff to take us back again. So here we are back arriving in Cardiff Bay, coming in the other direction, obviously. Locals will recognise that little pink hut up there. The other side of the barrage, which you don't often get to see. And then here we're coming into the lock again, and of course this time it's filling up with water to take us up to the 10-metre level of the Cardiff Bay inside. I didn't manage to get a shot of us actually rising with something static to show us there, but you get the general idea, I think. This was quite dramatic, actually, opening the gates to go towards Cardiff. It's a bit fanciful, but you think of all the people who come from sea to Cardiff, particularly in the heyday of the port. They wouldn't have had lock gates, of course, because the barrage didn't exist then, but yeah, just coming up the Bristol Channel and turning towards the city. That red brick building is what they would have seen 100 years ago. All the rest of it is obviously new. Yeah, quite fun to sail across the bay, wasn't it, like that?
It was, yes.
Very impressive. Yeah, so that was our travels. And soon back on terra firma, and that was the end of our day's adventure.
Yeah. And a great one it was.
So we hope you enjoyed seeing some of our pictures from our trip yesterday. Yeah, we got on well, didn't we? Was there anything that you thought was particularly difficult from your point of view?
None at all, I have to say. The company that we used, which was Bay Island
Voyages, I think.
Bay
I'll put the
Island
link.
Voyages. And no, they were brilliant. It made so that you were very safe. We were all had lots of sort of wear. Life jackets and things like that, which you obviously need when you're on the water. And so, yeah, you couldn't fault them. As I say, the guide that we had was also brilliant as well.
Yeah, so we had a great day. We'd love to know if you've been on any trips lately. It doesn't have to be far. Tell us about it in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos and click the notification bell so that you find out when we upload in the future. Look forward to seeing you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye for now.